pt2 gang gang love namaste. And you know I'm in this bitch. I'm here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. And if you don't like the truth, baby, this ain't the channel for you. Backspace delete. Do what you gotta do, okay? And yeah. Um. So I was doing some healing work, right? And I was actually adding on to some of my healing work today, cause I faced deeper depths and yeah, I tried to see things from both all point of views. This is more so feminine based, but it is some in here from masculine. For my masculine collective, it's about these are just different downloads I got, and I also picked up on this song. We're gonna discuss those. I also picked up on like a masculine having daddy issues, and just seeking that approval from their father, and it seemed like no matter what they do, they can't get this approval from their father, and it's I'll read the song and we'll break it down as we go along, but these are some downloads. I was just getting them dropped on me as I was laying in bed, and I'm like, you know what, let me get my ass up and do this reading for Divine, because they're making it very clear that I got a destiny to fulfill, and they just keep dropping on me. So I got to writing them down, and I'm like, yes, let me just, so this is going to become a new healing worksheet for me personally to pass down to further generations. But of course, with healing worksheets, I discuss them with my collective as well when I master something. I do have another one in my notes, and it's about something different, but that's for a different live, okay? Um, so is somebody could watch Empire. Good enough is good enough by Jesse Sumile. Okay, he said, I gave you all of me, but it still ain't enough to make you happy. I gave you everything. It still don't measure up. It feels like I walked 5,000 miles and didn't even come close. It feels like I try to make you smile, but you don't even care. I don't know why my live been acting up lately, but it's okay. We'll get this show right back on the road. Um, I don't know if it started it over, so what's up, my spiritual gang? Good love, namaste, and you know I'm up in this bitch. I'm here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. And if you don't want to hear that shit, you don't like the truth, if you easily triggered, this ain't the channel for you, okay? We're gonna get right into your own messages. Somebody could drink Crown, Smirnoff, Tequila, and Casamigos here. Hi, how are you? We're gonna get right into y'all messages. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're a big fan? It's all love all the way to you. Where are you from? Like, where are you watching from? Hi. So, yeah, like I said, I got somebody in my collective that has dating issues, okay? And it seems like no matter what they do, no matter how hard they try to impress them, even if they walk in their shoes, they feel like they're not enough. Thank you. I don't know. I just was feeling the style, and I'm like, let me just do what I'm going to do. Be authentically me, right? Okay. So this is what this song is about. Somebody could watch Empire. And then I do have some collective downloads. If anybody endured rape here, this is going to help you get some type of closure. Okay. Well, what state are you in? Okay. I gave you all of me, but it still ain't enough to make you happy. I gave you everything. It still don't measure up. It feels like I walked 5,000 miles and didn't even come close. It feels like I try to make you smile, but you don't even care, no. I'll never be big enough to pay your dues, but I keep trying. And you just keep making me jump through hoops. What do I gotta do? Somebody been seeking their father approval for a while, whether this father abandoned you or whether it seems like this father make you feel like you could never really get to their status or get to where they at. Same, same way. I'm from Indy, Ohio. Is that Nevada? Am I all the way to Nevada if I'm right? But correct me if I'm wrong. Um, so somebody felt like they got to jump through so many hoops just to get their father's approval. And even with them jumping through them hoops, they still can't get their father's approval. It's like no matter what I do, you don't accept me for who I am. And then you try to demean me or make me feel smaller than you as if I'll never surpass you or even get to your level. It's not like genuine advice where it's like I want you to pass me. No, this person intentionally makes a person feel like they're inadequate. They don't measure up to the level of success or the bracket of where they're at. This energy. Okay. I just want you to look at me and see that I can be worth your love. I just want you to look at me and see that I can be good enough, good enough, good enough. Okay. I try to show you that I'm strong. Why do I even bother? Because it's the same old damn song. And you call yourself a father. Ooh, whoa. He said, feel like I'm reaching for the stars, but heaven isn't letting me. I wish I had longer arms, but I know that that will never be. Never be. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Baby. Okay. I just want you to look at me. Okay. I'll never be big enough to pay your dues, but I keep trying. Okay, it's the same thing. I'm standing here waiting for you. Here I am, looking for your acceptance. Do you give a damn? See, it doesn't matter what you think. I'm still a man. Open up your eyes. Can't you see that I'm good enough? Somebody, your worth does not come from the validation of your father, okay? And how your father treated you is a reflection of how they feel of themselves. It has nothing to do with you. A lot of people take things personally when it comes to their father, and they internalize the rejection of their father, or they internalize that, damn, you don't accept me, so I'm not good enough. I'm not a product of something you'll be proud of. And somebody is so focused on trying to make their father proud, they're losing sight of their self. All right, welcome back. So that's just this energy where somebody father just, I don't know, they did a shitty job of being a father, but it's like this person want their father validation, this person want their father love so damn bad, but it's like, why do I keep trying when you keep showing me you don't give a damn? That's somebody's energy here. And like I said, like, it don't matter what you do or how bad. And I did pick up on somebody's father in and out of jail and somebody's mother addicted to drugs. I picked up on that for somebody in the collective too. Take it how it resonates. But it does not matter how much you try to pour and pour and pour into your father and show them that you're worthy and that you're good enough. If they already have in their mind how they feel about you, how they're going to treat you, and how they're going to move with you, it ain't nothing you could do, you know, and stop internalizing that, because if you internalize rejection, it can make you insecure. You get what I'm saying? So that's for somebody here. I hope that helps you. You just really need to face your daily issues, and then you'll stop trying to please your father and learn to please yourself and be at peace with yourself. Now, another download that I got, and this is just a healing worksheet that I already did a healing worksheet over this, but I added on to it and got more different viewpoints, okay? And so we're going to discuss this today too. Somebody, because I may crack jokes about somebody being overly submissive and things like that, but it's an underlying issue, okay? And I can't critique you without giving solutions to what you're going through. Hi. That's not a real healer. A real healer don't put people down or critique them and not give them a solution or allow them to get insight of where this wounding is stemming from. So, um, this is for somebody that hasn't healed their rape wounding, somebody that endured rape, or you have somebody around you that went through rape, and you could get a better understanding of this person, okay? They're easily convinced to give sex without really wanting to. So they fall victim to sexual coercion way easier. Whereas, like, you have some people that they could get tossed out their pants even if they don't want to, but they do it to people please the other person. That stems from being raped. And they're also, we're gonna get deeper, okay? Um, give it away to have control, and so it can't be taken from them. When some people get raped, they freely give their body away because they feel like they have control over their body. It's like this false sense of control, where it's like you're operating out of a space of trauma. So you think you're in control, but you're doing it out of control. You're doing it out of trauma, and your trauma is controlling you. It's this type of energy. So it's a defense mechanism where when you get raped, it gets taken away from you. So what somebody does, instead of them allowing somebody to have control over their life again, they give it away so it's not taken from them. It's a defense mechanism, okay? Manipulation of self. If I do it, somebody else will. You have some people that get raped, and then let's say they get into a relationship, but they really don't want to have sex, or they feel like it's too soon in a relationship, but they manipulate themselves to believe that If I don't do it, somebody else will do it. If I don't do it, my partner will go out and cheat on me. If I don't do it, another person will. That's where somebody manipulate themselves at, and that's why they give their body away so freely and so easily. Where it's like they don't know you hold more value holding on to your sacred prized possession than giving it away so freely. But it's a manipulation thing where you manipulate yourself. When you get raped or you get molded, you're being coached. You're being trained like a fucking dog. So you do things out of traumatic spaces. No, I don't. I guess. Okay. I don't know where that came from. Like, this is a serious conversation, and I'm just trying to help my collective. But okay, go off then. Okay, anyways, give body to many or some, or the same toxic individual, or they turn gay. So you have some people that get raped and they turn overly promiscuous, where they give their body to many and they're seeking love. They're seeking to fill a void. Where you have another person that get raped and they have sex with the same toxic individual or repeat. It don't matter how far back they are in their past or what they did or how toxic the situation is. They rather keep giving their body to that person than go out and try again. Then go out and give their body to another person and building a relationship up to that point. They think of it like, I don't want to catch an extra body, so I'd rather give it to the person that I know than start over again. Then you have some people that turn gay because if they got raped by the opposite sex, they turn gay so they don't want to be touched by the opposite sex again. So it's like it's a psychological breakdown. That's why I don't judge gay people. Hi, Raceline. Because you never know what the psychological effect of a person was as to why they turned gay. hmm Maybe I can give a Republican a new mindset. Okay, all right. Flashbacks of trauma if unhealed. When a person goes through rape, you experience flashbacks of the trauma that you've endured. It's like one small trigger, and if a song reminds you, 10-10 completion of a cycle. If a song reminds you of what happened to you, you'll be triggered and you have a flashback of that moment. Snacks, whatever the triggering is, it can trigger a flashback if it's not healed. Okay? So if you're having flashbacks of your raping situation, that triggering is room for healing. Don't victimize yourself. We're not victims, we're survivors, right? Groomed to operate a certain way, trained like a dog. Like I said, when you got a person that's been raped or been groomed up to a certain point, they're trained. So when you train a dog, you think, okay, over in due time, the dog is going to do what I say. And even when you get away from your rapist, if you're trained to think like that, you still operate in that energy without that person being around. It's a psychological thing, okay? Can go through generations if not healed. Listen, I actually broke the rape generational curse on my bloodline. But what I meant by this is I've seen different generations in my family get raped. Different generations. And it kept getting passed down because nobody healed it. And it was a quote I heard earlier. If you don't heal your demons will heal your kid. I mean, your demons will raise your children. And I'm like, damn, that's some real shit. Like, I fuck with it. But that's something that I've noticed off of my bloodline and something that I had to heal, which is why I got up to this point where I can inform you because I healed this about myself. Okay? And you can also pass down the generational trauma. So let's say it skips a generation. You can also pass down the generational trauma that you occurred during the raping. So even though you think, oh yeah, my daughter never got touched or my son never got touched, your mentality, if you never healed it, you can pass down them broken gems, that broken knowledge, broken wisdom, the generational guilt, the generational trauma to your further bloodline. So they're operating out of your fucking trauma you never faced. Okay? Hi, Pooh. Welcome back. How are you? Look, I got two moderators up in here. I love it. I love my moderators. Okay. Then you got some people that get very insecure when they get raped. Because, I mean, when you think of a person that get raped, it's like their free will is being snatched from them. Hey, how are you? How are you, Rice-a-thon? Here we go. Next point. Weaken the will, disempowerment of self. When a person get raped, it's like their will was weakened because it wasn't necessary. It was not their choice. It wasn't my choice that I wanted to give you intercourse or sex. That was never my choice. So when there's something taken from them, it's like a weakening of their will. but that rapist also take a piece of that person with them. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I go through life not forgiving my rapist, you still have that piece of me. Even when you rape me, you got to also think you took a piece of my innocence. Don't let me be a virgin, or don't let me be young. I'm not saying the age difference don't matter and what happened to you don't matter. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying they take a piece of you, and if you never heal it, they keep that piece with them. So the trigger is a have you back in a traumatic state, depressed, anxiety, in this insecure space because they took that piece of you with them. So somebody here that has went through rape or has went through it recently, take it how it resonate. This is what you're going through, and this is why you're feeling these different emotions. You're very unhealed. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Um, Look, next point. A piece of you taken from the rapist, innocence robbed. Yeah, this person robbed you of your innocence. Think of like a robber. A robber come in a person's house and they take something. You feel like they took a piece of you. When people do things or decorate their house, it's a piece of them. It's a piece of their personality. It's a piece of their essence, right? And a person come in and take it like they take this fucking candle. That was a piece of me, and they take that piece of you with them. You had some type of attachment to it. That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't think that was a good example, but it's a cool. Instant sadness, trauma, depression once triggered. When a person get raped and they go back into like a flashback and state where they're triggered, they can go into instant sadness. You could freeze up when you see a rapist. I know that through experience, okay? Um, Depression once you triggered. So it's like you go back into that state of when it happened to you. That's why I say you can stay stuck on, we can jump timelines and we can stay stuck on a timeline. So once I'm triggered, if I never healed it, I stay stuck on that timeline of hurt. So I go back to that vulnerable space. So if I was sad when it happened to me, if I was crying, if I was depressed, and I couldn't get myself out of the dark place that I was in, I suppressed it. Suppression leads to depression. It's clicking, collective is clicking. So that's for somebody here. You get pulled right back to that state, right back to that vulnerable feeling. You feel vulnerable in the moments. Overly submissive for love, attention, protection, that you wish you had then. You have some people that get raped and they go looking for love in the wrong places. They're more prone to fall into a toxic relationship, but they feel like even though this relationship is toxic, this person will protect me because I wish my father would have. I wish that when I was in this moment of vulnerability, I wish that I had a certain type of love, so they go seek it. So you got them people that's overly submissive in toxic relationships because it gives them something that they were lagging when this happened to them. Yeah, listen, I be putting in the work. Like, don't think when I go MIA, I'm not doing healing work. A real healer has to do work behind the scenes, babes. We can't just come on here and tell y'all about y'all lies and not be doing the work. The proof got to be in the pudding. The receipts got to show. You feel me? Okay. Um, Promiscuous to have a false sense of control of self to fill a void. I was just talking about this, but we're gonna get a little bit more deeper. When you got a person that been raped and they're overly promiscuous, right? The 304 energy. They sense of, okay, I have control over myself, I have control over my body, is them giving their body away freely to fill whatever void that rape happened. Because like I said, they take a piece of you, right? It's all tying in together. So they give their body, but it's a false sense of control because it's like, okay, I'm controlling my body, you can't take it from me. But they don't acknowledge I'm operating out of a traumatic state. So my trauma is controlling me. I'm not controlling me. I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't traumatized. I wouldn't be doing this if this didn't occur. Now, granted, you got some people that just want to explore the world. They feel like they were so sheltered and they go out and do a lot of things. Okay, but this is not the crowd that we're talking about. We're talking about people that endured rape and the breakdowns of what happened when a person get raped. Um, Seek out the wrong man for protection, wanted badly from father. Like I said, somebody got dating issues, and I'm talking about a male. And when a male get raped, they more so they're non-committal. Some turn into womanizers. Okay, let's just keep going. Okay, um, lost sense of self-love. Somebody here, this could also take a shot at your self-love, how you view yourself. Some people actually blame themselves because they got raped, and it take a shot at their self-love. It's that type of energy. Easily manipulated. These people are more so easily manipulated, so they fall for, let's say I'm dating and a person tell me, I love you. I would never do you like that. They fall more victim to them words because they cling to them words way more than the person it didn't occur to. Instead of the person's actions, they're more so they fall victim to love bombing really easy. Oh, I love you. Even if it's quick, or I would never hurt you like that. And they hold you to your words versus your actions because it ties back into that protection and that love that they've been seeking for a very long ass time. Or they were seeking when that vulnerable moment happened, especially if they had nobody to go to. And the generational curse, especially for Black Americans, I mean, Black individuals, period, stem from slavery. When we got raped and it was of a different race, we couldn't go tell. So you got to think of how many generations that got passed down, grandma to mother, mother to child, child to their child. Whereas, like, if you go report your master, then ain't nobody gonna do shit. So it psychologically instilled that in a lot of people. So that's why you have some people that, if molest happened in the household or if somebody went through rape, you got some people where their parents didn't report it, but it all stemmed back to that generational curse that originally occurred. Oh my god. I don't want my phone to glitch out again. And when I sit on the charger, not even give it the opportunity. That's Android. And then we're gonna get into these readings. But these are the downloads that I got. I got a little bit more to go, and then yeah, we're gonna get into the reading. But I mean, hey, I'm not gonna critique nobody without a solution, okay? Okay. That's what let's do. We gotta heal ourselves and learn y'all through experience of what we healed. Let's get that clear. We don't pass down trauma. We pass down healed gems. Okay. Sexual coercion. I was talking about sexual coercion earlier. Is unwanted sexual activity, peer pressure. Hi, all the way to Argentina. I don't know what you're talking about. My phone is on 20%. Okay, unwanted sexual activity, peer pressured, tricked, manipulated, or threatened, but it's not like what it's. You're threatened, but not by force. It's not in a non-physical way, and they make you think you owe them. And that's why I say people are more so prone and easier to fall victim to the wrong type of men when they've been raped, because you're already vulnerable if you never healed it. Okay, and also another download I got was follow the money. Follow the money. Somebody needs to follow the money. Follow the money trail to evil. I've been picking up on that all fucking day. Follow the money trail. Okay, y'all? Making it happen. You speak Spanish? Hola, ¿cómo estás? I know pinche. I ain't make it past Spanish too. I ain't even past Spanish too. Okay. Let me turn my music on and we're gonna get right into it. Right into it. I used to have this one song that I used to love. I'ma have you unmind me. It's okay. It's your channel, but just wanna know if it was intention. Wait, you want me to unmind you? Wait, what the fuck? Oh my goodness. I didn't even know you were unmodded, babe. Is it popping up? No, I'm not blue. Okay, you're blue now. See, and I was just talking about like both my moderators are in this bitch. It was not intentional. You are a wonderful moderator. I love me some you down. It was not intentional at all. I didn't even know you were unmoderated. I've been under the impression that you've been, you rightfully deserve your spot, period. Do you see it now? Do we let you remove people? Okay, yes, girl, no. It is all love with you. I ain't got no ill will towards you or ill feelings. Trust me. I don't have my feelings about things. But if you go to the beginning, I was under the impression that you were, but okay. Let's get to this reading now. I'm turning on my music, but that are some downloads that I've been picking up and just some healing work. I did do I did do another healing worksheet too. It's in my notes, so I gotta actually go down and manually write it down because with me, I do healing work everywhere. Okay, I got a notebook here. I got like three other journal pages, and then I got a. You get my gist. You get my gist. It be everywhere. Okay. I even got like a little thing that clip, and I got papers folded in it that I've been doing over my spiritual journey. So like, if you go back and watch my old videos, those healing worksheets are in there. Okay. I thought I had it all. I'm gonna put this up here. Okay, y'all. Now let's get into this collective reading. First, I want to say is, oh, bien y tú. Oh, I know what it means. Muy bien, gracias. ¿Cómo te llamas? Or que te llamo. Mm. Or I'm gonna wait till the next. I'm gonna wait till you respond, and then we can go on with the conversation. All right, y'all. Thank you, fool. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I am so sorry, girl. I never want you to feel like that. Cause I really love me some Rue. I love me down, girl. And I express that every line. Confirmation. Okay. Somebody's a high priestess here or is very fucking intuitive. Somebody was right about something. You knew somebody was doing some fuck shit behind your back. See, you see how you commenting, but my view ain't. So you two be fucking with me sometimes, okay? Um, Somebody feel like you knew, you was right about whatever you had a feeling about. You was right. They played in your fucking face, but you was right. And now they sick because they lost their baby. They went the wrong way. Like, come on now. I really don't want to do past energy, but I don't want to rob y'all of y'all messages at all. Because I'm sick of the past personally. Okay. Where is the collective that currently spirit for us to come? Thank you. Um, okay. I'm gonna do reverses with these or all my decks today. Somebody is not grounded. Or somebody needs to find better ways to stay grounded and stay rooted. What else? Hmm. Okay. Cause somebody's in a low frequency where it's like they're fearful. It's like you can't be fearful and desiring something at the same damn time. Somebody is very fearful and like they don't. It could be a case of fearful to go after their desires, or fearful and don't know their desires, or fearful to fearful to go after their desires, or does somebody even know what they're fearful of, or does somebody even know that fear is controlling their life? Then you got some people that is standing. Somebody's standing their ground on something. Somebody is very trusting. Somebody trusts in the universe, trusts in the divine. So it's like two different energies down here where somebody is not grounded. Somebody is fearful or is operating out of a low frequency of fear, which is, this also could be when you're operating in a low vibration and operating out of a state of fear, grief, guilt, shame, doubt. It's hard to manifest your desires in because you're not on the same vibration of what you're desiring. That could be something too. Somebody was trusting in an unknown and they standing their ground on something. Somebody's standing on business. Somebody hear your angels is all around you. Somebody is very connected to the universe, the ancestors, what they believe in. Somebody has their own connection to what they believe in here. So that's what's making somebody stand their ground. Somebody know they're not wrong in some type of situation, but it's because somebody ancestors. If you start to doubt yourself or start to feel like you're wrong about something, your ancestors come through with clarity for you. Somebody trust in the unknown. They trust in their ancestors. They trust in their guidance. So you can't manipulate this person because they trust in the unknown and their guidance. And if the ancestors is giving somebody clarity, it's on something they already know or already been feeling. Somebody got gray hairs. Somebody is taking charge with authority. That's what I'm saying. Somebody is standing their ground on something, but they not wrong in this situation to stand up for themselves. And somebody ancestors all behind them and support them with them standing their ground because they didn't handle the situation wrong and they're not wrong. I wonder what the situation is. They trusted their instincts. Somebody here, your intuition told you something was off, told you something. It's like hanging with a person or trying to do business with a person. It could be anything, and then you have like a feeling about something, and then their intentions show how they feel about you, and then you just start to stand your ground on it. I don't know. We're gonna see what the situation really is. Somebody's taking care of their personal needs. Somebody is in self-love energy. Take note of intuitive messages. Didn't I say somebody here is too goddamn intuitive, first of all? You can't lead somebody astray that had the wrong fucking connection. Somebody be hooking up with somebody in hotels. And they tell themselves it's the last time and then they go back again. Why they in a whole relationship? Then they be with that person, think about the person they in a relationship with, and then be with that person, be with the person they be with in a relationship, thinking about the person they be having hookups with. Get your priorities straight. Okay, what else? Give me more energy of girl. Yes, this is a whole little entanglement. Oh, and it gives he's a sex demon. You just passing on demons freely and shit. All right, give me more energy on this Earth Angel in reverse. It's because somebody don't see above their situation, which is why they're not grounded, and which is why they're fearful. This is this energy of they live in the moment, so they see what's going on in front of them, and they can't see a higher perspective. But like I said, it's a vibrational thing. They can't see beyond the veil because they're focused on the matrix itself. They're not coming out of the matrix. They're stuck in the matrix. Girl, yes, like what the hell? And it's this energy like, okay, you sitting with two different people. Where did I come from? Okay. Yeah, that just like threw me off. Somebody is not grounded. They're very fearful. Like I said, this is this energy of they see their circumstances around them. So if there's situations that's arising for you, they're not going to believe in the unknown. They're going to believe in what's going on in front of them. So it's hard for them to see above the situation or see a brighter point of view or see things going positively for them because of what's going on around them. It's like, yeah, that's cool and all. Yeah, your positive perspective is cool and all, but that's not what's going on in my reality. Somebody is stuck in their reality, stuck in the matrix. Somebody don't see out. They only see what's going on. It's this walking faith instead of sight energy. Okay, what else? Okay, let's see. Be devoted and committed. Which is hard for them to commit to anything or be devoted to anything. Because like I said, it's this energy of like, if I'm fearful of what's going on around me, or if I don't even acknowledge my fears, or I'm fearful to go after my desires, or I'm just paying attention to my reality in the now, it's really hard for me to be devoted and committed to something because I'm living in the moment. So I could be committed to something today and my energy could change tomorrow. That's why somebody is not in this committed or devoted energy. They're not grounded. it's not giving chakras aligned energy. Let me put this over here because this is what this is for. And we got two different energies out. Somebody can't get their stuff up because they stuck on the person that they be having sex with. Let's have a little six. If they did the crimes for years, lied to everyone, two didn't really know, and things is about to come out, it is a good reason for them to be scared. Yeah, I get your point of view. I do feel like everybody deserves a chance of redemption or, coming out of things, because I do feel like some people are conditioned to do things. Some people are raised certain type of ways. Some people, it's the environment that influenced them. That's what we told, is how we process information and how we think about things. But if I'm aware to something and I'm actively choosing to do the same fuck ass energy, then I feel like, yes, you're liable for karma to hit. But I do feel like divine give people grace to learn their lessons, but where they cross the line is you keep doing shit that you're cautious to. Or you get a warning about something and still proceed to do shit. Let's say a person's not cautious, but their ancestors send them a warning, or what they believe in their guides. They get some type of warning, and then they still proceed to do the same shit and ignore the warning. Then yes, they fall short to karma. Or their ancestors send the person and they like to give them messages and they become cautious to something, but they choose to ignore it. All right, give me some more on this. Because we all been in karmic energy before, but we had to grow past that paradigm. We all had to break curses before and see things from a higher point of view. Yeah, that's why I said somebody is not in the abundant energy, or somebody is just not open to exchange energy. Didn't I say that's also beautiful of you? The reality is sometimes harsh, especially when they had many years to repent and choose not to. So are we not to judge, right? I feel you. I feel you. Hey, that's just my perspective. I'm not getting your perspective. We be conditioned to a lot of shit, and sometimes we don't see where we fall short. Like the beginning of my spiritual journey, it actually took me to get away, like move out of town to get a whole new perspective of everything that was going on around me. Because if I would have stayed there, I probably wouldn't have seen it. Versus me leaving and seeing everything that was going on. Like, damn, that's been going on right in my fucking face. It's I do feel like we all been in karmic energy, but we all gotta grow. Now, we've been in karmic energy for years until we decided to grow. That shit can be passed down from parents. Generational. And you're here to break the generational curses and to stop with you. So, hey, I like your perspective too, though. And I'm not discrediting you at all. Girl, yes. Okay. It's this energy. If somebody's not open to... Then I was just talking about... It's like trying to go into business with somebody, or... work with somebody, just collab with somebody, anything, but a person not really open to it because, like I said, they're not grounded, they're not devoted, they're not committed to anything. This is this energy that starts stuff, but they never finish it. They start different ventures, start different projects, but they never finish it. But it's because they're stuck in their situation. So commitment is out the picture, devoted out the picture. Exchanging energy to create abundance is out the picture for somebody. Somebody's in this hunter energy, or somebody's last name could be Hunter. Somebody's name could be Sage, or somebody could Sage recently. Okay, one more. Yeah, because I got 6 on this. One more on this energy. So somebody needs to get grounded with self. Yeah, like I said, it's this energy. Let me line these up. Somebody listen to Cardi. I never had nobody make me feel safe. Baby, you gotta make yourself feel safe. You gotta save yourself. I think reality for me on my spiritual journey was realizing that I was looking for a hero and I had to be my own damn hero. And I had to be the hero to my inner child too. I had to become the person that my inner child would have ran to for protection, for peace, for clarity. I had to become that person. So I was seeking a hero, but I have to be my own hero. You know, so that's somebody got to realize that. It's this energy of somebody. They could make plans and have focused on it for a little bit, but they're non-committal. They don't commit to anything. So they're not really making plans. They're not really focusing on a particular thing because they don't see beyond their situation. But their ancestors are telling them to see beyond their situation because it's something more. It could be something more they're not seeing, or it could be something more that's to come for them that could actually be good for them. But what you better realize is when I'm stuck in a mentality and I'm fearful, I manifest fearful situations to keep transpiring. So I'm inviting that spirit of fear to come in and support me. I believe in you, kid. You are definitely a hero, and you are a great mom. Oh, thank you, Pooh. I believe in you too, and we're gonna see each other at the top, most importantly. And I'm a firm believer of like, since you're a part of my collective, if you're with me on the glow up, maybe whatever you're working on, I will promote you. Like, I'm a firm believer of expanding and helping people grow because I know how hard it is to grow. You know, I know how hard it is to start from fucking point zero and have to build success. You know, so like when it comes to my collective, I don't mind showing love and I don't mind sharing glory and sharing the light with people. We all deserve to win. Like, there's enough to go around for everybody. That's how I feel. Yes, we should. Girl, yes. We're gonna see each other at the top. Period. Um, yeah, somebody's not really seeing beyond. Okay, let me see something really quick. Because they say shed old snakeskin. Somebody's not seeing beyond their situation because they're stuck in old patterns, old mentalities, old ways of thinking, old viewpoints. So that's why they're not trying to really be committed to anything because they're stuck on their circumstances. Like, you know what? This the bed. I'm about to just lay in this bed. But it's hindering them from growing. So they don't see they're their own worst enemy and they're halting their own goddamn growth. Key, I would love for you to contact with me on Messenger. Girl, yes, absolutely. I think my Facebook is what is it? What is it? The Goddess Key. Yeah, and it's not THE, it's THA. I really believe that's not Facebook. I never can remember my name. So shit. I can't pronounce your name, but it's beautiful. I'm from Chicago. Where are you from? Okay, what does this see beyond? Like, what are they not seeing? Thank you. Yeah. Oh, girl, my daughter be tucking and rolling and shit. Yeah, they're not seeing that they're stopping themselves from growing. Here come another one. Eagle, seer. Somebody has a gift to see in the future, but they're blocking their gifts due to them not being grounded and not seeing beyond their situation. So they only see, like, somebody's really fucking gifted, but they can't tap into their gifts because they're stuck in their circumstances. Because you go another one. See things from a higher perspective. They're not seeing shit from a higher perspective. Be graceful in the moment in action, which is stopping them from being graceful with self, being graceful in the moment, being appreciative of every step of the way of their journey and what molded them to be who they are, and to take action on the things that they desire, to take action on committing to things, to take action on being devoted to things, to take actions to making plans and actually expanding and bringing in more abundance to them. Hey, you should text me. I'm a screenshot. My name is the same as the one I have here, and my account have a picture with a baby. Okay, I'm a screenshot, and I'm gonna add you when I get off of here. Okay. Yes, like I love keeping in contact with my collective, so I'll be checking up on my collective like I do a routine of checking up on my collective, especially if I ain't hear from you in a while. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Call me annoying, call me what you want, but I love my collective down. So yes, good thing I got your information out. Okay, hi. It's crazy you didn't say bad karma. Alright, somebody is really sexual too. Okay, see, from a higher perspective, seer, master, it's stopping somebody from mastering themselves. I really want to get it. I love your vibes, girl. You address everybody. I love that. They got their shields up to something that they're supposed to be committed to, be devoted to. Somebody could have made plans with something, but they stopped being committed, stopped being devoted because of fears, underlying fears they had. They weren't open to expanding or creating more abundance in their life because they're not grounded, so they can't see the bigger picture. They can't see a higher perspective because they're not even grounded. They're not rooted in their gifts. So they got their shields up to any and everything. This could be an energy of thinking everything is going to hurt them. Anything that come around them is going to hurt them or is going to end a betrayal. This could also be that energy of, like I said, they're already fearful of their situation now. So they got their shields up to building any type of connection around them because they can't see above their circumstances. Yeah, and they can't, like, it's blocking them from being a light. Like somebody don't even see themselves as a light, a pinnacle of the light because of their circumstances. Where it's like you're destined to be light. We possess, somebody could be possessed by something. We all have the energy of light and dark in us, right? What we choose to operate more out of and what we choose to feed is what we're going to operate more out of, but also manifest into our reality. Somebody don't see that they could be the light in their own situation. Somebody don't see they're intuitive as fuck. They really gifted as hell. I listen. I don't. Crickets can be significant to somebody. Eagles and hawks, wolves, owls is wisdom. Black cat, or somebody could have had a black cat. Somebody could have a pet bird. Thank you, boo. Yeah, this is somebody stopping themselves from going and tapping into their gifts, truthfully, but also taking in positive energy, manifesting positive energy. That could be also a part of abundance. It don't necessarily mean that you got to exchange energy with other people. This could be exchanging energy with the universe, where the energy that you're exchanging is not abundant energy. You're manifesting that on yourself. Shit that ain't even supposed to transpire to you, you're manifesting that shit. That's this energy. All right, let me change my deck. We got to the point here. Okay, somebody's really gifted for real, but they don't see that they're gifted. And that leaves room for people to treat you how they feel your worth because you don't see your worth, you don't see your gifts, you don't see what you deserve. So you leave yourself vulnerable to manipulation from a person that don't want to see you go past them. You need to level up. Go chase your destiny, Moana. Go get your destiny, Moana. Moana, okay, in this movie, I think this was the part two, and she was like destined to fight like evil spirits and restore back onto the universe, like restore back onto her home village, and then it expanded to other villages, right? And she doubted herself, but this was something that was passed down generation to generation to generation. But she lost people along the way because they couldn't do it, and it just from that one death occurring because of that one person, everybody promised to never leave the island or try to chase that destiny in their bloodline. But she wanted something more, so she went. So somebody could be the eyeball and be chasing their fucking destiny, confirmation. Because everybody else stopped, whether they were shut down, doubtful, or a bad thing happened and it made them stop, period. Like, nah, I don't think this is for me. So then they stopped teaching the younger generations of what's really destined to happen, what they're destined to do. So she stuck up to the plate, and like she became an actual goddess, a demigod. because she chased her destiny and she did what she was supposed to. Somebody is walking in their destiny and doing what they're supposed to. So you could bump into a lot of people that try to bring you down, mislead you, misguide you. It's because what they're attacking is what you're destined to do. So when you're doing what you're destined to do, evil is going to try to attack you and steer you clear of your destiny. They want you doubtful. They want you in your head. They want you to not know your worth or see who you are because you're destined to defeat evil like that. You're destined to defeat the evil. So why the evil? Yeah, hell yeah, evil gonna take some attempts on your ass. Yeah, you wanna go get your destiny? And she won about him. And it was like she was cool with all type of spirits, good spirits, evil spirits. All spirits protected her, but she had evil spirits coming up against her for sure. So that could be significant to somebody. Okay. I guess we'll do two separate sides. Somebody here for some advice for you. Drop your shields. Really, you can't drop your shields unless you start doing healing work here. And to be grounded, to see things from a higher perspective. Somebody really needs to take a dive into what blocked them off to seeing above their situation. Why do they have such a negative mentality? Why do they manifest negativity in their life? Somebody needs to take a dive into why they lack commitment thereof, why they're not devoted to things, where that transpired from, where did that belief system come from? Why do you feel like you don't deserve better? Why are you punishing yourself? When I see you, when I see you, baby, when I never know when you might walk by, so I gotta be right on time. Okay, somebody here, over here that's lacking like grounding, because I want to do angels. I'm gonna go back and forth to see what angels is around this person and what angels is around this person. For the person that's not grounded, that's what we're gonna call this person. And then we're gonna call this person trust their intuition. Intuitive. The person is not grounded. The ancestors is helping the person with their discernment. So even though you feel like you're in darkness, you're fearful, you gotta acknowledge you got some strong ass intuition and discernment when it comes to your situations, which could have saved your life a fucking lot. Somebody is very prosperous. Somebody has a lot of abundance. The deliverance of prisoners. Somebody could have went to jail type of energy. Wrongfully convicted energy, or somebody paid for their sins type of energy. Like they did their time. Whether that's spiritually put in spiritual jail or physical jail. As above, so below. It could have played out in the spiritual and then went into the physical. Somebody reaped their karmic death. It could be that energy too. Does it look like it? Okay, that was funny, girl. I just chuckled. Okay, intuitive. My angels around intuitive. Somebody here, your angels is giving you divine grace. Cures his rage. Somebody could have been very rageful. Absolves the guilty. And there's a lot of people that treated you horrible or unjust. And your angels, you're very connected to your ancestors. So when people try to come up against you and they guilty, like I said, somebody's standing their ground on something and they're not wrong, which is leaving the person that's wrong open for karma. Because you didn't match intent, but you standing up for yourself. Matching intent does not mean be dormant and not stand up for yourself. Somebody's actually standing up for themselves and they're not wrong in this situation. Baby, you picked with this person. Why are you picking with this person? And you mad they standing up for themselves? Bitch, you're guilty. Rejuvenation. Somebody's energy is being rejuvenated too. It's this energy of somebody could have actually been doormat or allowed shit to slide, didn't take up for themselves at all. I'm talking about somebody could have been a peacemaker type of energy, or they just didn't take up for themselves because they like to avoid confrontation. Small minds, small pleasures. It's good to laugh sometimes because, girl, yeah, it's like some people are just unhinged and some people just can't. I'm really curious of what the energy is that tried to come up. Why is somebody standing up for themselves? Like, why does somebody gotta stand their ground? Or somebody look at somebody like they weak, they vulnerable, and now they fucking around and find out just because I look like it don't mean I am it. Just because I'm peaceful don't mean I'm not prepared for war. Don't mean I can't stand up for myself. Are, is you cool? Is you cool? Or is somebody looking naive, like you don't know much? You know what this could be? This could be that energy, like, when you got a person that, I'm really curious now. Well, you got a bully energy. This could be a bully person, a person that bully people energetically, or a bully energy in their everyday life of living, and they're comfortable and conditioned to bullying people, right? But then you got a person that look like they easy to bully, and then they stand their ground with you, but you looked at them like they were vulnerable and easy to bully because they promote peace and happiness, and they ain't really in drama energy. They somebody standing their ground and somebody didn't expect it. Bitch, I flipped the switch. What is that song? Flip the switch. I think it's by Drake or something. Somebody could have did that challenge or seen it recently. Somebody standing their ground, but they not wrong for how they moving and how they standing their ground on something. Somebody is real life intuitive, or this could be that energy of like somebody trying to bully somebody through intuition, but you're trying to bully a person that's really intuitive and really connected to their ancestors. Like, it's this energy, okay, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I be having some overly grown ass readers coming up against me, and then I, I had to talk to my ancestors because I'm like, what is it really, you know? They could have so many fucking subscribers, right? But they're intimidated by little old me, right? But the only reason, like, I'm so sure about it, first of all, I pick up on it intuitively, but I dream about it too. My angels and ancestors will expose these readers in my dream, and like, no, they don't fuck with you. Like, just because they smiling, they don't fuck with you, right? It's this type of energy where somebody try to come up against somebody, whether it's intuitively, whether it's trying to take a shot at somebody's confidence, how they feel about themselves, trying to make somebody down bad and not take care of themselves. Somebody could be really about self-love energy, taking care of their personal needs. Somebody could look like they lack authority over their life or lack authority, period, and they don't take up for themselves. Somebody is fucking around and finding out right now. You fucking with the real intuitive one. You fucking with the. It's like a person that operate out of self-love, really love themselves, and a person that don't love themselves try to come up against the person that really love themselves. Maybe we operate two different ways. Are you serious? Are you serious? I don't know. It's like what you got, they lack. But then they try to take a shot at what you got that they lack. Okay, all right. Not grounded here. Love and submission. Somebody is not open to love. Or somebody cannot submit to love. Somebody, angels, is helping somebody relearn what love looks like, what that feels like, what love is, what healthy love is, what submission is in love. You got some men that actually go through life and think that if you submit in love, it makes you weak. But when you think of submission, you think of like dominating the person. You think of it in a negative scope, but it's not a negative thing. Submission can look like doing love languages and learning that person, being softly in love. Submission doesn't mean I gotta dominate you and make you feel less than or less than. Um, what am I? I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to word it. I don't have to make you feel like you're less of a man to get you to submit to me. If I'm used to toxic love, I don't have to make you feel like you're inadequate. You're not worthy as a woman to. You're not deserving of my love as a woman or man. I don't have to hit below the belt to make you submit to me. But when you're healthy in love, you naturally submit to that person. You naturally want to learn about that person. You naturally want to tend to their needs as if like they do to you. It's this type of energy where somebody's getting a whole new view of what love is to be open to love. And somebody's angels is helping them because somebody's not open. Somebody can make plans when it comes to love, but they don't fully commit. They will shy away. They not fully devoted. No, not at all. Influences paternal love. Somebody also, I said somebody got daddy issues. This could be a male that has daddy issues, or a feminine that got daddy issues, or or mommy issues type of energy. Somebody is also their ancestors is giving them a different scope of their parents and the sacrifices that their parents made. Your parents may be karmic, right? Or they may have did things out of karmic energy.
But it's this energy of like, sometimes you don't understand certain things that your parents do because you're not a parent. And even if you go about parenting in a different way, you can understand it because you unboxed and healed your trauma as to why you're doing it in a different way. Some parents don't know what they're doing, just like you don't. Some parents don't unbox healing work because they gotta get into parent role. They ain't, so, this is that energy of somebody could have had a parent that hid behind them. So it's like they don't really have their own identity. You ask them, what do you love to do? I love being around my kids. Okay. What is the activity you love to do? I love taking my kids to the park. But them hiding behind their parenting make them hide behind them hiding behind their parents and made them hide and shy away from their healing work. That could be somebody's parent. Where they didn't really unbox the healing work because they were so focused on being a parent, they didn't realize they were passing down the same broken cycles to their kid. But they hid behind their kid. So when you hold this said person accountable for their actions and them not growing, it's hard for them to see who they are if they hid behind their parents in all these years. They never took time to take accountability. They never took time to do the healing work. Not at all. I can tell you that. So they go through life thinking they're wise, thinking they're passing down gems. Like, I've been a parent this many times. I've been a parent before you were a parent. But they don't realize they're very unwise because they didn't heal. Granted, you walked and gained through experience, but did you heal? Didn't I just say I heard a quote today? And it said, if you don't heal your demons, your demons will heal your demons will raise your kids. Somebody didn't realize they left their kids vulnerable to falling deep into their unhealed trauma because they hid behind their parents in life. So somebody's love is intensifying for their parents, or they're starting to view their parents in a different scope. It's like going through a spiritual awakening. You start to see your parents for everything that they is, everything that they do, all the abuse they put you through, right? But as you get older and you start unboxing, not even get older, as you get wiser and start unboxing your trauma, somebody wish you happiness. Like, you left somebody and they wish you everything the world can give you. You deserve, they know you deserve everything. Okay, so somebody here is realizing, like, yeah, I don't have to let my parents influence the way I go about raising my kids or go about handling situations in my life. But I do have a different scope of you. And somebody's jealous of the way you're happy without them. They wanted you to depend on them for happiness, but you're not. You're happy without them. You found happiness within. That's how you are actually happy. Because if I put my happiness in your hands, you have the room to control if I'm having a fucked up day, if I'm gonna be happy, and if you walk away with my happiness, if I'm putting my happiness within you and you walk away from me, I won't know how to thrive or maintain without you. Somebody, let me see something. Because somebody's jealous of the life you chose to live. Baby, you'll heal. Or somebody's jealous of you. But it's in a way of like, they'll be jealous of you to move on. They wouldn't want to they'll let you go and wish you happiness, yes, but they jealous of you being happy without them. This could be that energy of they didn't think you would really thrive without them. And you thriving. So it makes them jealous. The the brimp. Did I accidentally turn it down? I'm jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin. It's closer than my hands have been. I'm jealous of the rain. I'm jealous of the wind that ripples through your clothes. It's closer than your shadow. And oh, I'm jealous of the wind. Because I wish you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back. Or somebody thought you would, like, somebody thought that you would come back to them. Like they thought that, but then it backfired because you're happy without them. And you know what? Separation will show you how much you love a person or how much peace you got without a person. And somebody's like, fuck, I'm at peace, baby. Okay,
Tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. Somebody thought that you was gonna go out there and experience dating
and just experience heartbreak after heartbreak and
and so much misery and run back to them. Like, you know, like, you're my happiness. I wanna make it work. And no, somebody was like, fuck that, I'm getting my self-love energy and found
happiness within, which is allowing somebody to attract.
attract and a lover that's on gonna be on a vibration type of energy. Somebody thought that that was gonna run somebody back because of their experiences and their heartbreak and their misery and constantly being let down.
It's hard for me to say I'm jealous
Jealous of the way. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me.
I'm jealous of the nights that I don't
Don't spend with you. I'm wondering who you lay next to. Somebody is driving themselves crazy right now. Nah, listen, they driving themselves crazy because they don't know if you dating. They don't know who you with.
oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm wondering who you lay next to. Oh, I'm jealous of those of the nights. I'm jealous of the love that was in here, gone for someone else to share. They don't
I want you to give your love away
because they know what type of love you give. It's like an antidote to them.
because I wished you the best. They wished you
The best, but they didn't mean it. Or they
wished you the best because they thought
thought that when you get your ass out there, you was gonna be fucked up about them, so fucked up about them. But really, in reality, you found happiness without them. So it's just making them drive themselves crazy because it's like, who are you with? Who are you laying next to? Like, who's loving you? Who are you sharing your love with? You ain't come back to me, so who you ran to? Maybe everybody don't need to go run in the next bed to find happiness. This person ran to self love, and they miss your sex. They miss making love with you.
as I
Sink in the sand, watch you slip through my hands. Oh, as I die here another day, yeah. Like it's killing them. It's breaking your own heart.
you know I see you. What is that? Pretty brown eyes.
It's a disguise.
The way you treat me, my girl says that. Okay, cause all I do is cry
Behind the smile, I wish you the best all this world could give. And I told you when you left, there's nothing to forgive. But I also always thought you'd come back. Yeah, okay.
confirmation. So I'll read this one too, and then
We're gonna get back into the reading.
somebody,
Your sex is very healing, so
you got somebody actually really hooked.
hooked on you.
We need to make love. I can't lie. I miss you much, watching every day that goes by. Okay, it's been so long that I
I
haven't.
haven't seen your face. This is a separation that you've been in for a while.
I'm trying to be strong, but the strength
I have is washing away. I'm telling you, they trying to be headstrong. Like, yeah, I'm a soldier in this shit.
I'm a fucking soldier. They gonna come back to me.
They gonna get their heart broke. They gonna be so fucked up. They gonna have to come back home. They fucking themselves over because this person is happy without them. Like, you fucking yourself over at this point. But the strength I have is washing away. It's like it's washing away slowly because I mean it's like an ego death for this person. It's a reality check. It won't be long before I get you by my side and just hold you, tease you, squeeze you, tell you what's been on my mind. I want to make up right now. Now I want to make up right now. Wish we never broke up right now. Now we need to link up right now. Now. Want you to fly. I miss how you lie with me. Wish we okay. Girl, I know mistakes were made between us two, and when we showed our ass that night, even said some things weren't true. Somebody y'all was arguing before before a breakup, and like it's this place of speaking out of hurt. Where'd you go? And haven't seen my girl since then. Why can't it be the way it was? Cause you was my homie, lover, and friend. You made this person happy. Like, see, that's the problem. They banked off of you. They thought you put your happiness in them, or you could have at a point. But they didn't realize how much you added to their happiness. How much you made them feel comfortable. Like you felt like a homie to them. You felt like a friend to them. And then on top of that, it was like they were in love with their homie. Ooh.
Not like in the gay way, but like
That's why they say marry like your best friend type of energy. Like you married your best friend type of energy. But they didn't realize that You getting away from the situation, you found happiness without them, but they're now realizing how much you added to their happiness.
If you get what I'm saying. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It just ain't for you. Okay, I can't lie.
I miss you much. Watching every day that goes by. Somebody just
The hours feel so long in a day. 24
hours feel so damn long.
till I get you back, I'm gonna try.
Try, yes. I miss you much, cause you were the apple of my, cause you are the apple of my eye, girl. I miss you much. I miss you much. I can't lie. Watching every okay. I want you to fly with me. Want you to fly. I miss how you lie with me. Miss how you lie. Just wish you could dine with me. Wish you could dine.
The one that'll grind
With me, said the one that'll grind. So somebody wish they would have took you out on like dates, and they're wishing that they could do that now. And also, somebody could be in a grind season, be grinding their ass off. Somebody could see how much of a hustler a person is now that they're away from them. And they wishing that y'all could grind together and come up.
Somebody regretful of breakup. Okay.
Don't tell me you love me, tell me you love me, cut it out. Somebody don't even want this shit, man. Oh, man, listen to that bullshit. Or that somebody's in a connection feeling that way. Anyways, ooh, y'all. Crisscross applesauce. Somebody eat applesauce. Or their kids do.
Okay.
Intuitive person. I'm really curious of what you standing your ground against, baby.
Cause what? The universe is
Aiding this. Because like I said, if somebody walks, somebody trusting their ancestors, so you stand your ground and their ancestors is 10 steps behind them. Or the ancestors step in the room before them. Like I said, it left room for somebody to get karma because somebody is not wrong here. So the ancestors support them, they back them. If you if you're intuitive and you're aware of the consequences of your actions, you're aware of, okay, if I do this said fucked up action, I know I'm liable for karma. Don't get it twisted. Spiritual people get held accountable too, especially when you know. And our karma be worse because we know we're not supposed to be doing something. And if we choose to continue to do it, we leave ourselves vulnerable for karma, right? Somebody, angels, they're not getting karma because they're not wrong in the situation. But it's like no matter how you feel about the situation, or feel about me standing up for myself. No matter how you feel, I'm not wrong in this situation. And that's how the ancestors view it too. That's how the universe view it. So it's like the justice scales getting balanced. Whatever your intent is, it's going to get matched. This person ain't wrong and them standing up for themselves, their intentions is getting matched. They're getting good karma for it because they're not wrong here. So even if you hope I get karma, even if you hope the worst on me, it's unjust. It's not for me because I'm not in the wrong. I get worse karma than the average person because I know what I'm not supposed to be doing. And if I take my ass down that path and do it still, oh, I'm going to get fucked up. But they're not wrong here. Helps with great work. Somebody here, this could be something that you're working on. Somebody could not want somebody to prevail. But the universe is aiding somebody prevailing. So it's like praying somebody don't prevail, praying somebody don't blow up, praying somebody don't get clientele, praying against a person, and the universe is helping a person. Protection from adversities. I'm telling you, somebody trying to start adversity with somebody. Baby, you were miserable with yourself. You at war with yourself. Why are you trying to fight with me? And you're at war with your fucking self. Are you serious?
okay. Not grounded here.
Trying to get you out of my life.
Spirit, I do not
own copyrights to this music. I mean, so I said spirit. YouTube, I don't own copyrights to this music. Oops. Okay, this person that's not grounded could be in a seasoning. Somebody really season their food. They really season their shit. Or somebody needs to add more seasoning to their food. They're wondering why it don't taste good, but they ain't got enough seasoning. But not too much. Like, you want your food to be healthy, okay? You don't want it to be high cholesterol in the dish, okay? High blood pressure in the dish. Like, that's the curse of the black generations. And that's another download. The generational curses of Food. Okay, the person that's not grounded, somebody smokes cigars and drink liquor.
Okay, this person is more so gaining knowledge of what good and evil looks like. Epilepsy. Cures epilepsy. Somebody's angry. So somebody anxious is helping somebody contain their anger and heal it. Somebody really listens to Cardi B, like, or somebody could be a Cardi B like individual, or somebody could copy Cardi B emotes and what she do. Somebody drink champagne.
So somebody is just more so.
Could be going through. Somebody in competition with people. You need to heal, baby. You done leaving these hoes. Check these. Okay. This could be the energy of a person is more so going through like a spiritual awakening, a kundalini awakening, or a dark night of the soul right now. Somebody could be going through an awakening, so it's hard for them to see about their situation because a lot of things are being exposed in their situation. A lot of evil players is being exposed in their situation, but a lot of people that actually expose them to good, or you know what this could be? When I'm in an evil season or a low vibrational season, the people that is telling me things that's for my better good, I may look at them like they're attacking me versus giving construction criticism. And the people that's giving me destructive criticism, the people that's leading me astray, that's in demonic evil energy, I look at them different because that's my vibration, that's my frequency. So the more I grow and ascend, the more I'm starting to see, okay, that person actually meant me good, that person meant me well, but this person didn't mean me well. I see some people give people advice to lead them astray on purpose. It's off the strength that they don't want you to go past them, or they see your worth that you don't see. And they banking on you not seeing it. Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? Somebody's looking for like a new love. Somebody's tired of living in somebody's spotlight. And they're trying to figure out like, is new love genuine or is it like, or are you holding on to me out of fear that I'll find somebody else better than you? Just because you think I might find somebody else. Or somebody feel like, yeah, somebody's starting to understand what light looks like, what light is, what being the light is in a situation, what a pinnacle of light looks like. Because when the truth hurts, when you're thinking of light energy, it comes with peace, clarity. Not chaos and confusion, it's dark energy. Chaos, confusion, illusion. It leaves you more confused than in clarity. So a person could be perceived as they're attacking the person because they're giving them clarity over a situation, light in a situation. And somebody's understanding now what light looks like, what light is. That person wasn't tripping. That person wasn't criticizing me. That person wasn't trying to manipulate me. They were giving me clarity over my situation. It's this type of energy. Okay, I'm gonna do one more for both. So I guess I could, since I'm already on this person, let's just finish this person out. One more for not grounded. Yeah, I'm telling you. Helps one live with peace with everyone. Somebody could have a lot of chaos around them. Could be into it with a lot of people around them. Because somebody got to do that work. Let me see something. I want to look up this word. Somebody does not like living under somebody's spotlight. You treat me right. Somebody's in a connection here. That's clear as day. Okay, rectification.
Or somebody you your new love gonna make you feel like, is this too good to be true? The action of putting something right. Somebody's gonna be taking action on doing something right. Because when you choose and think out of a dark and evil place and out of a place of doing things from a low vibration, and then you start to get acknowledgement of what right looks like, what right is, and what actions you're supposed to be taking, somebody's going to balance the scales by doing the right thing here. Somebody here, your new love gonna make you feel like, why are you loving me right? Is this love bombing? Are you trying to gaslight me? That's what somebody gonna feel like. What? You ought to be out of shame of yourself loving me right. It's gonna feel so good to be true. But I mean, it's just because of what you've been through in love. So, just access this scene carefully. But don't allow unhealed trauma to make you block an opportunity. Okay? All right. This one right here, intuitive person. Somebody's trying to disrupt somebody or cause disruption in somebody's life. That's why I say somebody's standing up for themselves, but really in reality, they're not wrong. You trying to cause disruption in somebody's life and somebody ancestors is behind them, right? That's why somebody could feel like their routine is being disrupted, their life is being disrupted because they're wrong. Ones of disasters, then they ancestors keep them in a loop of what you're planning or what you're doing. Hi. And somebody's transforming. Like really in reality, the stones that you thrown, like you don't live in a glass house, is helping aid this person in transforming more. Which is also that energy of I'm not matching your intent, I'm just growing from this. Which is also leaving the person to get karma because they're not matching intent here. Oh, I know what you mean. Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Yeah, because this is somebody who lift people up. This is somebody that fell short. I mean, they fell victim. They ancestors connected with them. After a person go through something and they heal something, you can't really pull them back to that dark space of what they've healed, right? Bien. ¿Cómo te llama? ¿O te llamo? Eres linda. ¿Cómo te llamas? Spiritual key. ¿De dónde eres? Okay, somebody is very motivational. They uplift people, and this is also somebody that went through like humiliation. Somebody actually failed. Somebody fell down in a period of time, or the reason they lift people up is because they know how it is, how it feels to be down on a look, down bad, not being lifted up or being humiliated because of what season they in, right? Argentina. How are we to Argentina? De donde eres? Chicago. Or soy de Chicago. Somebody know how it feels to be humiliated. So somebody take pride in lifting people up and motivating people and helping people not feel that low that they felt because somebody know how it feels to hit rock bottom. So it's like trying to, okay, let me dive into this energy because now I'm really curious. Okay, now I'm really curious because it's this energy of like, how are you coming up against somebody that's motivational? They lift people up by choice. They go out and spread peace, love, and light and healing energy to people because they know how it feels to be humiliated, talked about, mocked, dogged out, looked over. How are you in Spanish is ¿cómo estás? Yeah, I know. Um, I know ¿cómo estás is how are you. Con, no, what is it that I'm trying to say? ¿Cómo se llama? No, 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 no. It's something I can't remember how to say it, and I used to always say it. I can't remember now. Chicago, hey, yes, I am. How are you? Yeah, I know that because I said muy bien. I know what you mean in Spanish. ¿Cómo se dice? No, I told you I'm like pinche esquino.
Now you're starting to see my flaws in Spanish. I used to listen to the song when like it was like English and then it goes into like Spanish. And then there was another song where it was these two girls and they used to sing Spanish. I used to love it like as a kid. Okay, let me dive into this energy real quick. Let me listen to it. Cause I'm actually curious. What country are you from? De que país eres? Oh, I know that's what that means. I ain't never learned country, I don't think, or I don't remember it. And then how would I rebuttal that? Like, how would I respond to that? Like, hey, I'm getting Spanish lessons today. That's awesome. Okay. Somebody's highly favored. I don't want to pick my daughter up. She already been having her little head up. I know a little Spanish. Somebody's a giver. You know what this could be? When you know how it feels to be homeless, when you know how it feels to be humiliated, you don't go out your way to humiliate people. You don't go out your way to, if you see somebody walking the same storm, you try to help that person. You know, you be more empathic versus going out your way to put somebody down and humiliate them. Do humiliation rituals. Somebody's a giver because of what they've been through. They know how it feels to not be given to. Somebody's fair in situations because of what they've been through, what they've healed through. So they scope of how they view situation is from a fair point. I'm not choosing sides. I'm gonna access the scene and I'm gonna give my point of view. I'm gonna tell you where you feel short at, but I'm gonna also tell you where you feel short at. Somebody's very fair. Or if you wrong, I'm gonna tell you dead ass wrong. Here are the 3:51 a.m. Up here is 2:52 a.m. Somebody's a sheriff. Somebody's very influential and very noble. Somebody's very humble. And it's what they've been through. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, huh? Like why would somebody want to come up against a person like that? Like this person ain't, you know how they say they harmless, like they wouldn't even hurt a fly. This is this type of energy. Somebody probably would hurt a fly, but I'm not saying that like somebody come off as harmless. They really can't stick up for themselves for real. Until somebody's standing their ground now. Don't, that's why I said don't mistaken me being at peace as I'm not trying for war. Because what people fail to realize, a person that's at peace been through war to get to peace. Been stripped of things to get to peace. You had to face a lot of darkness to get to this state of peace. So that's I understand some English, not much. Really, I could teach you. I could teach you. We could try to teach each other. I've been learning sign language too. So somebody here is an individual that they get successful and they share success with people. This is a person that will go out and feed the homeless. They go to a food bank and volunteer. Or if they see a homeless person, they will give them finances out of their own pocket. And they don't do it for show. I don't have to go online and broadcast me helping people. If I'm going to help somebody, I'm going to just do it. This is this type of energy. Yes, we will. See, I love that. Clock it. This is somebody here. This is this type of energy. So it's like, don't let a person being influential fool you from their kind ways. And why that's why somebody ancestors just go so hard behind somebody because they see somebody's very kind-hearted. Somebody could not really have much and they could be influential, but they only got 6 pentacles. They don't have the 4 pentacles to get all the way up to the 10. So they could be missing some things. They could be lacking in some things. And that could be financially. But they're kind. It reminds me of like, you got some people that be homeless, but they still give. And they ain't even got it to give, but they homeless. Right? And then you got some people that got more, but they don't give. But I can't say this person got more than you or not. Somebody here is at 6 of Pentacles. They're building their success right now. They not prideful. They not in debt. And they not doing evil to be successful. And they're not creating injustices in people's lives or trying to create power dynamics to be successful. They're very fair in the situation, so they're not going to cross people to get to the top. This is not this energy. Okay, so if this is what they're coming up against, what is the energy that's coming up against them? Because now I'm curious. Okay. Somebody's very controlling, or somebody is more stable than a person here. But they I was just talking earlier and I was talking about survival mode of like when you know how it feels to not have, you hold on tight or you collect extra to not ever feel that feeling again. This could be that energy, but it don't have to be. Somebody here is very stable, very stable, and they stable enough to a point they got some type of ranking to themselves, right? Or somebody thought they ranking was higher than this person because they don't got much. I love when shit like this backfire. So somebody's doing everything to protect their stability, but they feel like if this person get to this person's status or gets somebody don't want somebody to surpass them, but that it's their energy, it's what they promote. It's they feel like if they surpass them, they got something to lose out of the situation. They can lose control of their stability. So they can start to get suspicious of this other person and think it's something more to this person. Because ain't no way somebody's this kind. Ain't no way people out here just give to people. Ain't no way people don't do things without an intention. Ain't no way people ain't moving for the money and doing things for the money. Everybody ain't like you, baby. I don't know. They show up like they got good character. They show up like they're intelligent. They show up steady. So they consistently do something. They show up reliable and provided. This person's success is not gonna fuck with your success, but this person's mentality is if this person gets successful, they're gonna fuck with my success. Why do they feel like this person's gonna fuck with their success? Okay, this is a lot. Oh, it's not a lot. I can take it. Because I don't drink alone. Somebody be drinking. Because somebody's dishonest. So it's like even though you're showing up reliable, somebody shows up reliable and steady to do something, but they're very dishonest with what they're doing. Or they were very dishonest to get to this level of success. They betrayed people. They strategically use tactics to get to this point. And they're very low self-esteem. But they show up like they got good character. They show up like they solid. They show up like they realistic. They show up reliable. They show up like a provider. Somebody real talkative, real aggressive too. Or they could have portrayed a queen of wands, somebody that's warm and passionate, enthusiastic. Or this is how they show up: adaptable, determined, steady force, and very independent. But it's what they did to get to this level of success. So they're down. They're looking down on this person because they're. That's why I said what this person got, they lack. They got good character. They don't do things for money. They don't do things for clout. They not doing things the wrong ways to get to a certain point of success, right? This person had to cross people and do things to get success. So that's what they lack, but that's what they don't got. And they feel like they'll overshadow this person if they come up. Like, huh? But they portray this image like they real fair, they real honest, but the person they coming up against is very fair, which is why their ancestors is 10 toes behind them. Taurus, Aquarius, water signs, air signs, earth sign, Capricorn. Somebody could be 44, 42, 47, 45, 46, 24, 26, 27, 25, 65, 64, 62, 67. Or somebody could be 75, 74, 72, 76, 22. Somebody going crazy thinking about you. Okay. Let's. What's this sign on here? Earth signs. Heavy on the earth signs. And then I think it's Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius. Okay. Okay, spirit. Okay. So they show up like that, but they're really materialistic. They really got a dull personality. They're really corrupt. They're really miserable. So imagine having success but not happy. Like you got the riches you want, but you're not happy with the lifestyle that you got. Or you're not happy even with everything that you got. Authority, and so they show up like they're very authoritative, but they use authority to control people. Controlling, I'm telling you, they use authority to control people, to mislead people. They're really greedy. They really lack originality, so they really gotta copy people. So they got the success off the back of copying people too. Not only betraying people, stepping on people to get to the top, but betraying people, but also you not even yourself. And they're possessive. Or they're possessive over this riches. So are they getting their success off of this person? Like, are they copying this? This could be y'all do the same thing. This could be that. Well, because, I mean, they feel like you foreshadow them or block them out if you come up. So, I mean, and if they lack originality, are they copying this person is the question. Like, is this the copycat energy, but they got more? Okay. Yeah, arguments. They start arguments with people. They start conflict with people. And they try to start conflict with you. Somebody could be 55. And it's like they're struggling to keep control over a situation because they were struggling to keep control of a situation and keep control of their emotions because the secret tension thereof. Then they feel bold to start conflict with this person because they're in competition with this person. Baby, you're in a one-side competition. Are you serious? Then they look at this person like a rivalry. Like I said, they feel like you foreshadowed them. But really, they in conflict with self, internally and outwardly. So that's why they're starting arguments with people. That's why they felt bold enough to test this person. I don't know. You know how you see bullying situations, and they don't go pick on other known bullies. They pick on the people that don't really take up for themselves, or they don't seem like they would take up for themselves. They seem weaker. They got a particular type of who they rage war with. And they could have did this to a lot of people, but they rage war with the wrong motherfucker because the ancestors is 10 toes behind them. They not wrong for taking up for themselves. You picked this fight. And now it's boiling over because you started this fight. Let me see something. Where is the person? Somebody is in war energy. That's why I said, whoever they rage and war on, they balance their energies where they can tap into their masculine energy and they can tap into their feminine energy. They can tap into the emperor energy. Energy is fluid. We embody both energies, especially if we heal it. That's why when you get people that's gonna heal, they operate more out of femininity or they operate more out of masculine. That's why you got masculine feminines, overly feminine masculines, right? Or masculines with toxic masculinities, feminines with toxic femininity, right? But the person they rage war on can get in war energy, baby. You know how to get in war energy. I'm sorry. So somebody gonna get victory over the situation because you didn't rage war, but this person started with you, and you said, "Yeah, I accept your war." Baby, what you fail to realize is I got masculine energy. I can get in war energy. Don't let my peace fool you. Somebody got control of their emotions. Somebody is in their masculine energy right now, but it's only because somebody been trying them. Strife, ambition. Somebody's ambitious. Structure, very much control. Somebody got a lot of support, or somebody looked like they were lagging support, but it's a lot of people that really support this person. Or somebody's coming into a season of support and celebrating. Thank you, Pooh. Resolution.
Gladness, I'm telling you. In the sunshine, we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Come and stick it out to the end. Now it's raining. Somebody going through a storm, and this person like, you can come get under my umbrella. You can stand under. You're a part of my entity. Okay. Or like I said, even though somebody got 6 of Pentacles, right? They celebrate the milestones of their journey. They celebrate the little wins, the success that they got. Somebody's very grateful for where they at, but they do want more of what they got. They are in alignment. They are healing. They are very empathic. They are very sensitive to energy. They operate out of this energy of harmony. Somebody is growing. Somebody needs to work harder on what they want to gain more success, but that's what I'm saying. Somebody's steady, they show up, but then somebody is like, yeah, I'm building success, but I can do other things in my life too. So somebody could be a jack of all trades. They do more than one thing here. So don't get it confused that this person, or you know what this could be? This person had to steal to get to the top. This person had to betray the people to get to the top. But this person naturally being themselves, you're a jack of all trades. So even though you're walking one way, you could do more than one thing. So it's hard to really jack this person's style. Jocking me, you jocking me, he jacking me. It's hard to steal this person's style because they're a jack of all trades. So they can switch it up one day. One day I could be working on this. The next day I can pop out and do this. The next day I could pop out and do this. And they lack. I said this person got what they lack. They lack this. So that's why they feel like this person's suppressed them because they got more to offer. Let the rain pour, I'll be all you need more. I like this song. Okay. Because when the sunshine we shine together, told you I'll be here forever. Okay. Give me more on this person though. Somebody really feel ruined or really feeling defeated. Or they wanted you to feel that for them to feel that. Because, I mean, imagine raising war on a person and you feel defeated in the end. You feel like you ruined yourself. You feel like you failing. You feel like you overthrowing yourself or overthrowing your position. Speaking many words, feeling real hopeless. I mean, you brought this onto yourself. Imagine trying to put 10 knives in somebody's back to put them bitches in your arm. Or putting 10 knives in different people's back or putting a knife in different people's back along the way. And then that last knife you try to put in somebody's back, that last 10th knife you try to put in that back is a person that was divinely guided on your path, divinely put in front of you for you to try that shit with them, for it to catch back up to you, for you to fuck around and find out it's this energy. Imagine crossing so many people and then that last person you try to cross because you thought you get comfortable of getting away with things when you're not held accountable, right? Confirmation. And then that last knife you try to put out, it's the 10th knife. It's the 10th knife you try to put out. That bitch boomerang back because it was destined to. You're way too beautiful, girl. Somebody could be born on the 10th, the 2nd, the 26th, the 24th. Suicide and you say it's over. Damn all these time out. Girl, yes. Now somebody feel hopeless. It has ended and finished for better or worse. But it makes me feel like if this person had to steal to get to the top, is this even their path that they're supposed to be walking? You know? Maybe somebody looked at something like a get rich quick thing, a quick way to success. And they got final manifestation. Didn't I say it's why she always on point when I click on it? Because I'm intuitive in real life. Completion. It's gonna make somebody complete a cycle. The result of true will. This is somebody's true will. This is somebody's not destined to do this. And that's why they had to steal their way up to the top, steal their way to get to success. You tried to stab somebody in the back end and steal their style. That's crazy to me.
Your way to you. That's just the way this works. Exactly. So somebody feel like they burdened and they got a lot of responsibility. Or they actions put them here. 10-10, completion of a cycle. 4-4-4, somebody's too protected. Fours is out. Somebody could be born on the 4th, the 7th, the 5th, the 10th, the 6th, the 14th, the 16th, the 13th. Oh, when I went away for doing my first crime. The 17th, the 12th, the see each other. So, I mean, it's just imagine planning to stab somebody in their back, execute their plan, but it boomerang back. Because somebody's too honest, too open. They're open book, but they're honest. Somebody could be a Sagittarius, a Aries, Cancer. So you're coming up against a person that's gonna tell it all. Baby, I'm gonna tell it all. Baby, I'm not gonna tell the part that make you look good. No, I'm gonna tell it all. And you could decide what you do, but I don't seek validation from outside people. And I know why I did. I know why I decided to make the decisions that I decided to make. I know why I moved a certain type of way with people. I know why I did what I did. Even if you don't understand, or if you're not at a higher level of consciousness of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, somebody got to establish force. Somebody is too protected. Ancestors fuck with them too heavy. I'm talking about like, this is insane.
You dating after God? Is you telling me?
Somebody got too much strength, y'all. You should do your research on the people that you pick with. Somebody is known. Somebody could be like a protester, or somebody in a past life. You could have been like a figure that's very popular now for known for standing up for like human rights, civil rights. Somebody could be a really strong pillar when it comes to like standing up for themselves. They move mountains. They made a name for themselves. But this person didn't even think to do the research before they started. They're trying to implement moves against this person. Somebody's very self-assured, confident. This is this energy of like, I put myself out there. I may have failed short. I may have been humiliated along the way, but I didn't stay down. Somebody's too resilient, got too much courage and inner power. You can't keep this person down. This person didn't do that research on this person. So before you send out your little attacks or